Hello, kings and queens. Hierophant here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the assistance and opportunities aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, there's a few things I'd love to talk to you about, but first, I'd love for you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content I am putting out. Deadliest Intuition is everywhere books are sold. My newest psychological thriller is waiting for you to read and review. I would greatly appreciate it. So go on and pick it up, check it out, and let me know what you think about it. In addition to that, there are a couple of other novels that are releasing this week that I'd like to tell you about. Perfectly Fine Christmas by LaJill Hunt releases on the 26th. You can pick it up. It is the perfect time to get it for a friend or one of your loved ones as a stocking stuffer for Christmas. Make sure you leave a review, of course. Now, Stephanie M. Freeman's novel, Season of the Blood, also released yesterday. So don't hesitate to pick up that murder mystery psychological thriller. It is also available everywhere books are sold. If you like to live an intentional life, you can check out the Intentional Life morning show on Clubhouse from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday and Friday. Now, Diamond's World is back this week discussing All the King's Men by Christian Keys at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe that's on Thursday. So if you haven't binged watched that series yet, dive in so you can join the discussion on Clubhouse. Last but not least, ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club has Freestyle Friday every Friday. If you'd like to participate as an artist, don't hesitate to contact Ebony Evans. She is the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club and is available via Facebook. Let's get into the astrology. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Hierophant here with your astrology portion of your tarot reading for the week of October 24th. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, we're going to start with Monday because this is usually when the horoscopes come out. If you're looking for Sunday, you can always go to my Facebook page at author Hierophant and check out the written version. Now, Monday, the sun is in Scorpio at 2 degrees. That's a day that favors study. You might find yourself working or researching, thinking in your solitude, something that has to do notably with home and family for you. Success can be had, but you have to put the brain and imagination to work. So this could have to do with home and family, a home-based business, or you could be just working and thinking in your solitude at home. If you have placements between 0 and 5 degrees of Scorpio, this is definitely aspecting you. Now, the moon in Gemini at 26 degrees on Monday trines Libra and Mars at 26 degrees. If you have any placements in Gemini or Libra between 23 and 29 degrees, this is definitely aspecting you. This is about a blessing showing up to help you overcome a challenge that you've been facing in the area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people. This blessing is coming under the guise of friends or social groups. And it could have to do with a goal that you've been trying to accomplish. So maybe it's communicated to you that your goal is accomplished. Let's hope that's the case. If you have placements between 23 and 29 degrees, check it out. Check out your chart and see if, this is for you. On Tuesday, the sun is in Scorpio at 3 degrees. Let your artistry shine on Tuesday. You could be recognized. This has to do with your sector of home and family. You could be recognized by family. You could be recognized for something you're doing at home. You could be recognized for something you do within a home-based business. If you have any placements between 0 and 6 degrees, Scorpio, you can expect this recognition to be coming your way on Tuesday. Now, also on Tuesday, the moon in Cancer at 7 degrees aspects Saturn in Aquarius at 7 degrees. A restriction or responsibility to home and family looks to be aspecting. If you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Aquarius or Cancer, you can expect this to be coming your way. You could be choosing between friends and family obligations. Sure, freedom is liberating, but is it worth the cost of losing someone or something you hold dear? Now, your restriction and responsibility is within your partnerships, and it has to do with something behind the scenes: secret, sacrifice, solitude. Make sure you handle what you have to handle behind the scenes. Not everybody's going to know about it. Maybe just this relationship does. But either way, handle that. Take care of that. Now, Venus in Sagittarius at 20 degrees squares Neptune in Pisces at 20 degrees. Dreams or delusions about love, money, or even during good times, illusions can surface. Maybe it's not even you imagining things. There could be an actual charlatan in the mix. So don't get conned as it pertains to romance, creative endeavors, and children. When it comes to your shared finances, when it comes to things you're passionate about, when it comes to sex and intimacy, endings, and even new beginnings, because there could be somebody trying to con you into something. Okay. And of course, it could have to do with love, money, or even sex. If you have placements in Sagittarius or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees, this is aspecting you. The moon in Cancer will eventually square Chiron in Aries at 9 degrees. A healing is needed. Just be careful to attain it in a non-violent way. This has to do with what's going on behind the scenes: secret, sacrifice, and solitude, things you don't know about, people gossiping about you, what you think, your education and skills. This is happening at a distance from you. Okay, it's squaring the healing that you're trying to obtain. Thank God healing is there, though. At the very least, if you have to speak up, do it in a non-violent way. Okay, if you have placements in Cancer or Aries between, I'd say, 6 and 12 degrees, this is aspecting you. Now, last but not least, on Tuesday, the moon will trine Pallas in Pisces at 9 degrees. So if you have any placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Cancer or Pisces, this is aspecting you. A blessing comes to home and family because of your efforts or talents. Fighting an injustice or simply protecting another can be just what the universe ordered for that day. You could be using, your talent, skills, or even, artistry or intellect as it pertains to something you're passionate about to assist. Now, this blessing is coming behind the scenes with secret, sacrifice, and solitude. And it's trining shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about. Maybe you're fighting for an injustice as to something you're passionate about behind the scenes. But this is definitely aspecting, but a blessing is going to come about because of it, either way. So you're seeing that blessing in those areas: secret, sacrifice, and solitude, as it pertains to shared finances, endings, new beginnings, even sex and intimacy. Now, oh shoot, okay, so you might be getting it on. Anyway, let's move along to Wednesday. On Wednesday, the sun in Scorpio is at 4 degrees. That's a day where tower moments can definitely happen because of hatred or just rash behavior. You must be well prepared, lest your plans could fail. They could fall by the wayside. You're prompted to have insurance, definitely, at this degree. This is your sector of home and family, where you're prompted to have this insurance in place. Okay, now it squares your relationship. So if any rash behavior happens, it could be with someone in home and family. So don't jump and react like that violently or angrily with someone in home and family, and do something you don't mean to do, or even moving about the house. Watch it. Don't go too fast. You don't want to hurt yourself, because like I said, plans could fail, things could mess up, you could hurt yourself, anything. If you have placements in Scorpio between, I'd say, 1 and 7 degree, this is aspecting you. Be careful in all aspects, that, period, even in home-based business. The moon in Cancer on Wednesday will trine Scorpio and Vesta at 19 degrees. So if you have any placements between 16 and 22 degrees of Cancer or Scorpio, you can expect a blessing because of a commitment or someone's devotion as it pertains to home and family. Maybe you're making a sacrifice in the background because this is about secret sacrifice, solitude. Maybe you're working in your solitude. Maybe something was done in your solitude. But whatever you did, and when you were devoted to home and family, it's going to bring you a blessing if you have those degrees. Placements within those degrees of Cancer or Scorpio. The moon in Cancer at 21 degrees will aspect Venus and Sagittarius. Be careful if you're out having a good time. Keep it fun and try not to overspend because you might need the money for another issue. Okay, now this is your sector of secret, sacrifice, and solitude, directly aspecting romance, creative endeavors, and children. So you might be feeling like you want to spend, you want to go out and have a good time with your family. The South Node is there. Why not? You feeling like, you want to kick it with the lower vibes, all of us do it sometimes, sometimes we want that piece of chocolate cake or that pizza or Chinese food or, whatever your shtick is. I'm just naming some of mine. But either way, if you have any prospects in Cancer or Sagittarius between, I'd say 18 and 24 degrees, this is aspecting you. Just don't overspend, okay? Now, the moon in Cancer will trine Neptune in Pisces at 20 degrees. We'll trine Neptune in Pisces at 20 degrees. And with the moon in Cancer trining Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees, a spark of insight can be a blessing to you. It's about dreams, illusions, intuition, sparks of insight. Like I said, could come as when you're sitting in your solitude. Maybe when you're, working by yourself. This could be something that comes to you, like I said, in a dream or something like that. But it's about romance, creative endeavors, and children. And it's a blessing. It winds up being a blessing to you. Of course, if you have any placements in Cancer or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees. Also on Tuesday, the moon in Cancer will be opposite Jupiter in Aquarius at 22 degrees. So luck shines on this degree with the help of another. This is about secret sacrifice and solitude. You garnering some lucky assistance or opportunity as it pertains to a partnership behind the scenes. Not everybody's going to know about this. But if you have placements between 19 and 25 degrees, this is aspecting you. Pluto and Capricorn at 24 degrees will be semi-sextile Juno in Aquarius. So an opportunity to take advantage of opportunities or assistance to transform through or because of a partnership is aspecting. Don't do it all yourself. You have an opportunity to ask for help. It's a semi-sextile. So it might not be brought to you. It might be something you have to ask for. This is about your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. And maybe even collaborating with someone in a creative endeavor or a romantic partner or partnering with a romantic partner, or this might be a chance for you to ask somebody out or go out with your children or something like that and have a good time. But it's helping you to transform in the area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Maybe they're being of service to you, maybe you're being of service to them. Okay, but the opportunity is there, so why not speak up if it's not someone speaking up to you? And like I said, it's a semi-sextile, so the opportunity is there. So it just has to be grasped. Now, if you have placements between 21 and 27 degrees of Capricorn or Sagittarius, this aspects you. Now on Thursday, the sun in Scorpio at 5 degrees says to pay attention to the details and not to be lazy, not to be set in your ways either, because it could cause trouble or fights at home. It could be within a home-based business as well, but it has to do with home and family nonetheless, because that's the sector we're talking about. If you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Scorpio, this is aspecting you. Areas of friction are Leo and Aquarius. So that's within a partnership or a relationship that you could see arguments or fights if you're set in your way. So you want to watch out for that. Now, the moon in Leo, and of course that's between 2 and 8 degrees of Leo, Aquarius or Scorpio. The moon in Leo at 2 degrees will sextile the North Node in Gemini. This is assistance helping you to forge toward your highest aspirations. Sticking to your morals bodes well here. This is about you, and not only about you, but about your goals, your friends, social groups. This is, if you stick to your morals and people have noticed that you are, indeed a good person, they're going to help you forge towards your highest aspirations. They're going to help you accomplish your goals, especially if you have placements in Leo or Gemini between 0 and I'd say 5 degrees. Now, the moon in Leo will square Scorpio at 5 degrees. So a challenge is aspecting, as the moon moves on about, let me see, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 more hours after that 2 degree mark. So remember to lay down your sword. You don't want to be fighting with anyone in home and family. Okay. But if you have placements between, I'd say 2 and 8 degrees, it's definitely aspecting you that could happen. 2 and 8 degrees of Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. Now the moon in Leo will aspect Saturn in Aquarius at 7 degrees. A restriction or responsibility is in focus for you on this same day, on Thursday. This is a restriction or responsibility as it pertains to a relationship you're in. If you have placements in Leo or Aquarius between 4 and 10 degrees, this is definitely aspecting you with some type of restriction or responsibility that you'll have to take care of that is in focus within a relationship. Venus at 22 degrees, Sagittarius, will sextile Jupiter in Aquarius. This is a lucky opportunity or some assistance to enjoy romance, finances, or pleasurable times. If you are out though, please be mindful of not being jealous, as it pertains to your relationships, because it could cause fights, whether it's a romantic relationship, a relationship with a child, or a relationship with within a creative endeavor, or when you're out having fun with your lover or child or anything like that. You're going to want to have to watch the jealousy, okay? It could even pertain to a friend. If you have placements between 19 and 25 degrees of Sagittarius or Aquarius, this is definitely aspecting you. Now, let's talk about Friday. Friday, the sun is in Scorpio at 6 degrees and money could fall in your lap. Don't squander it if so, okay? If you have any placements in Scorpio between, I'd say 3 and 9 degrees, this is definitely aspecting you. Now, let's see. Let's look at if you have any placements in Scorpio between 3 and 9 degrees or Virgo or Pisces, it's aspecting you because those are your money sectors. And money could fall into your lap, whether it's personal finances, shared finances, or whatever. But if you have those placements in any of those sectors, you can get some money on Friday. Now, in the morning around 7, the time, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the moon in Leo at 13 degrees is going to square Uranus and Taurus. So if you're not ready or qualified to do something, don't say you are. Think before reacting to something sudden. This applies to defending someone as well. Don't jump to defend somebody if you don't know if they're right or wrong, or you can't defend them. And this has to do with career. This is clashing with your image and career. If you have placements between, let's say, 10 and 16 degrees of Leo, do not react all of a sudden to something in career. Please be mindful in the morning. Don't say you can do something if you can't do it. Okay? Definitely. Because if you say you can do something and you can't do it, it's going to make you look bad. Now, also on Thursday, the moon, am I on Thursday still or am I on Friday? Also on Friday, The moon in Leo at 16 degrees will sextile Lilith and Gemini. So yours or someone else's natural instincts to assist is in view. This could be an opportunity to gain power over another. If you have placements between, I would say 13 and 19 degrees of Leo or Gemini, this is aspecting you. Okay. And this is about friends, goals, and social groups. They could be assisting you or you them. And like I said, it could be a power play. Okay, say for instance, I'll give you the same example that I gave to Scorpio. Your parents are like, somebody get me a pillow for my feet. Let me put my feet up. Or they ask one of your other siblings. And you run and do it and put the pillow there, for your parent. It's a power play. You assist for a reason because you want your parents' favor. So that could be in view for you as well on Friday. That's just an example, Now the moon in Leo at 18 degrees will sextile Mercury in Libra. Someone communicates assistance to you as it pertains to your sibling, or let's just say not as it pertains to, but a sibling, someone in your networks of people, short distance travel, a neighbor or something like that is lending you assistance, or you are lending them assistance. Either way, communication comes your way if you have placements in Leo or Libra between 15 and 21 degrees. Let's talk about Saturday. On Saturday, the sun in Scorpio at 7 degrees says that rewards can be attained or justice can be had, but also this is where one must also be faithful, even in love, on this day, on Saturday, because jealousy can rear its ugly head at this degree. Okay, so don't get jealous within a partnership. If you have any placements in Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo between 4 and 10 degrees, this is definitely aspecting you. Okay, you want to be mindful of that. The sun in Scorpio at 7 degrees also will square Saturn in Aquarius. So restrictions and responsibilities can clash with your area of Scorpio. So you could have some restrictions and responsibilities placed on you as it pertains to a relationship in home and family, if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Aquarius or Scorpio on that day. So be ready for that. Be ready to be restricted within a relationship, or from a relationship, or be ready to have some responsibilities coming in that are going to clash with home and family. Now, the moon in Leo will sextile Mars in Libra at 29 degrees. Assistance or opportunities to overcome challenges within a partnership surfaces where one may have misjudged or the severity of a situation. Okay, so if you've misjudged the severity of a situation or someone else has, there's an opportunity communicated to you or you to them to overcome these challenges, okay, through siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, or even a neighbor, okay? So if you have placements between 26 and I'd say 29 degrees of Libra or Leo, or even going over into Scorpio at 0 or 1 degree, this help can come to you, can be communicated to you on Saturday. Venus in Sagittarius will semi-sextile Pluto in Capricorn at 24 degrees. Don't get burnt. Don't burn the candle at both ends on this day. And this is pertaining to romance, creative endeavors, and children. Because if you burn the candle at both ends, you could just exhaust yourself. A healthy dose of work and play is definitely recommended. You are trying to transform the area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. If you offer someone to help them, if you offer to assist someone, to put yourself of service to them, make sure that you're taking breaks, okay? That's very important. If you're assisting them with a romantic partner, a child, or even someone within a creative sphere, just be mindful of that. Mercury will aspect Neptune in Pisces at 20 degrees also on Saturday. So communication within a partnership can friction in communication or challenges in communication within a partnership can be the cause of a figment of someone's imagination. Okay. let me say it like this. Plotting and gossiping can hinder your transformation. So make sure you're not plotting and gossiping. Hopefully no one's doing this to you. Focus on putting in the work as opposed to meaningless chatter. If you have placements in Libra or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees, you can expect some challenges to come your way as it pertains to siblings, your networks of people, neighbors, or something like that. Maybe they're the ones plotting and gossiping on you as it pertains to your things you're passionate about, your shared finances, even sex and intimacy. Okay, maybe somebody's trying to cause trouble within your sexual relationship or something like that, or you feel somebody is on Saturday. That's aspecting you if you have those placements, in Libra or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees. Okay, now because Neptune is there, it's hard to say, because Neptune is about sparks of insight and stuff like that too. But it could be just you imagining things too. So you really need to kind of know what you're talking about when you're feeling like this, okay? Don't just feel something and it's not true. Be mindful of that, because Mars is there and it's aspecting illusions and delusions. So it might be a figment of your imagination. All right? So just be mindful of that. I'm not saying it has to be, but it could be. So you want to be sure before you go accusing somebody of something. Now, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, enters Scorpio at 0 degrees. So I want you to mind your temper on that day. Conflicts can arise. If you have placements between 0 and 3 degrees of Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius, conflicts can arise between partnerships in home and family, like right off the rip, maybe even on the 30th, on Saturday. Maybe that's part of that fighting. And maybe that's part of that where you feel like somebody is plotting and gossiping. And remember, it's about sex and intimacy and stuff like that too. Okay, so say for instance, you think somebody's plotting and gossiping and trying to get your man or something like that, and you get into an argument with somebody in home and family because of it. Mars is coming into your sector of Scorpio actually on that day. So it's moving over into that sector. So while it is affecting, let's see. Dang, that's hitting both, because Mercury is in Libra, so Mars will be moving out of Libra. So Mars won't necessarily be aspecting. It'll still be aspecting Libra if you have placements, at the end of Libra, like 28 and 29 degrees. Yeah. It's 27, 28, and 29 degrees. Mars will still be there, but it'll be in Scorpio. Okay. If it's in Libra, I'm trying to break this down to see if, let me see. Yeah, just don't trip. Don't trip out, because you're going to feel this initially when Mars comes over into this area at between 0 and 3 degrees of Scorpio. You're going to feel this right off the rip. So don't get into an argument with somebody in home and family, a relationship. Be careful. In addition to that, Mars is going to be there for a good 30 days after the 30th, so in November, you really want to be careful with Mars in your relationships in home and family and your home-based businesses, even in career. You don't want to be getting into any arguments or fights. As Mars moves across your nodes, you're going to experience these, maybe even volatile impulses with within partnerships. Now, that's not the only thing you'll see. If you put in the work, which you'll be required to put in the work and put in more energy, you can get blessings too. And you can receive opportunities and assistance. So let's talk about the blessings and opportunities and assistance you can see as Mars moves through Scorpio. The blessings are going to be behind the scenes with secret sacrifice and solitude, as well as shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things that you're passionate about. So behind the scenes and secret sex and intimacy can be really good, but you're going to have to put in some work. You might have to bend those knees. My bad. Anyway, um, now I done got all off focus. You also could have shared finances coming your way for the, that you've been waiting for, that you put in the work for, that you submitted uh, paperwork for, or something like that. You could have that money, those shared finances coming your way, but you could have worked in your solitude for this money as well. It could be secret. Maybe no one knows about it, but it's definitely aspected to come to you while Mars is here rolling through home and family. Now, as far as the assistance and opportunities, you'll have assistance and opportunities with resources and to gain personal money through home and family. Maybe even work through putting yourself of service to others, work, health, daily routines, driving someone somewhere, helping them take care of their health. You could be getting money through work. Okay, help through because of health insurance, or something you had in place for, it could be anything for work, like profit sharing or anything like that, or your 90 days insurance could be coming on or something like that. You could be helping someone in home and family with health, driving them to the back and forth to the doctors, assisting them with resources, or them assisting you with resources as far as health, giving you money, helping you with your copay, anything. It's all about home and family, work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to others as it pertains to money and resources, okay? All you want to do is watch out and not be fighting with people in home and family and career, and not arguing with people. God bless you. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. You got this, guys. You got this. Don't worry. And I'll see you next week. Bye now. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Turonic here to give you your tarot portion of your reading for the week of October 24th. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click that like button for me, please. Let's talk about your week. Now, first of all, your week is permeated by the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords talks about some type of truce or stalemate, where there's a momentary calm within a relationship. Maybe you're waiting for a decision to be made about some type of gift, reward, payout, or money. Let's talk about it. Okay, now the first scenario that I got, you got the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card is either about a mother figure or a business organization. Okay, it's about a new journey that is aspecting you as it pertains to this new journey. Okay, maybe there's a cup being handed to you. Okay, and there's a cup being handed to you where you may have felt bonds or fizzled out in a relationship. Maybe you felt like the monotony had set in a relationship, and it was causing you to focus on what had spilled over, what had went wrong. Now, this week, you're going to be focused on the two cups behind you that are full, because some type of new offer is going to be brought to you. Some type of new offer, new relationship, new friends. It's going to come your way. Now, if this is about love, which I don't think it's about love, then remember, it could be a fling. But I think it's about a business organization. I think it's about a new offer from a business organization being offered to you, and you going on a new journey. Okay? You also have the King of Pentacles, aspected by the Three of Wands and the Page of Swords. So there's something about some type of money, abundance, because the King of Pentacles is about abundance, discipline, problems being solved. Okay. Now, this is a favorable card for employment or business. And because of this discipline you've had, because of, it also talks about keeping promises, and it has to do with property too. But because of, I'm assuming, some information that comes your way, because the Page of Swords is aspecting it, And that talks about news coming your way from a mentor or a person that's younger than you, or it just could be more information coming your way that you need to research or keep your wits about you. Okay. But it's coming to you, and it's about your security. It's about your abundance. With that being said, this news is coming your way, and it sees you looking out to be prepared. Okay, for expansion, for enterprise, for action could be increased and speeding up with this information coming your way, problems being solved. It's about the development of projects as well. More news is coming your way about that stability within that. Now you also have a second chance. Some judgment is coming through. Some communication is coming your way about a second chance or a judgment that you have been fighting for, because you got the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords talks about some type of tension, conflict, strife, wanting to win at all costs. You should definitely choose your battles wisely. Definitely. But this is a second chance. Okay? Because there's a judgment coming through. There's a judgment coming through to you about where you've had a fight, or where you've been fighting either a Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person, or maybe if you've been arguing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person, communication comes through, a second chance comes through, and you're cutting through things with your clear thinking and intellect. Okay, now it could be that, or it could be there's a judgment coming through, and that's communicated to you where you have been fighting to be in authority, and now you're using your clear thinking and your intellect to maybe you're using logic to the best of your ability when this information comes to you. Or in this situation, not information comes to you, but in this situation. It's favorable for the start of projects. You are using strategy and logic to the best of your ability as it pertains to this person who may be stuck in their ways. But there's some type of second chance communicated to you about something that you've been fighting for this week that is coming through, that's aspecting you. And you got to think clearly about it. Okay, maybe it's some truth coming through to you about even this emperor person. Okay, now as far as your challenges and advice, it's permeated by action, speed, travel, or fast communication coming your way. The truth about fights or conflicts with some type of obsession, greed, materialism. It's the Devil card. So it could be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person that you are dealing with, that you are having these fights or trouble with. Or it could just be some type of, you're seeing the truth in a matter as it pertains to the tension and strife. You may be allowing your baser instincts like lust, greed, or the urge for power to rule you. Beware of investing energy or money in the wrong person for a short-term gain. Okay, it could be perpetuating or causing conflicts because you got the Five of Wands aspecting it. So truth about a misdirected passion. Okay, either way, examine your current circumstances and your motives carefully, and avoid big decisions until you can see more clearly, until you can see the truth. That's your challenge. seeing the truth in the matter. Now, your advice is the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands talks about foresight, expansion, talks about events speeding up, action increasing. As this action increases, as these problems are solved or these projects are developing, be vested in your own interests, especially as it pertains to business. Be vested in your own interests and what you've invested in some type of wealth establishment. Yeah, because you got the Ten of Pentacles. What you've invested in your happiness, your financial benefits, because the 10 focuses on family and generations. This is about your investments and you being prepared and planning as this communication comes your way about these investments, okay? That's what you need to be focused on. All right? God bless you. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Thanks for rocking with me, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye now. Don't forget to keep your crown on straight.